Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a deep dive into one of the most surprising and overlooked Israeli military systems that has suddenly started catching global attention, the Machbet anti-aircraft weapon. For years, Israel has been known for its Iron Dome, David's Sling, and various height air defense systems, but the resurgence of interest in the Machbet has shocked analysts worldwide. Many expected Israel to focus entirely on next-generation lasers and interceptor missiles, yet the Machbet proves that sometimes upgrading a battlefield classic can be just as disruptive as unveiling a futuristic weapon. This system is getting renewed importance, and today we will explore why its design, purpose, and modern role are shaping discussions in military circles across the world. The Machbet started as an improved version of the American M163 Vulcan air defense system, but Israel didn't just modify it slightly. Instead, the country redesigned it with a new vision, transforming a dated platform into a modern threat capable of countering some of the most pressing aerial dangers of today. Drones, low-flying aircraft, attack helicopters, and even small, fast, moving targets have pushed militaries to rethink their air defense strategies. While many nations remain stuck relying on expensive missiles, Israel found a surprisingly affordable and reliable answer by enhancing a system that already had proven mobility and firepower. What shocks the world is not just the Machbet's weaponry, but its strategic role. In an era dominated by precision, guided missile systems, Israel has quietly shown that rapid-fire guns still hold a critical place in modern warfare. As conflicts around the globe evolve, drone swarms and cheap UAV have begun overwhelming even the most advanced missile defenses. The Machbet offers something extremely valuable: a high rate of fire, instant reaction time, and far lower cost per engagement. This balance between firepower, mobility, and cost efficiency is precisely why militaries worldwide are re-evaluating their air defense doctrines. The core of the Machbet's strength lies in its M61A1 Vulcan 20mm rotary cannon. This weapon can fire thousands of rounds per minute, creating a dense wall of projectiles that destroys incoming threats almost instantly. Unlike missile-based systems, which require lock-on preparations, launch sequences, and expensive interceptors, the Machbet engages targets the moment they appear. This speed matters on the battlefield, where drones can appear out of nowhere, carrying explosives or conducting surveillance. The Machbet's gun gives soldiers immediate control and fast response capability that missile systems often cannot match. Another surprising upgrade in the Machbet is the integration of Stinger missiles. This hybrid design gives the vehicle both gun-based and missile-based engagement options. The gun handles close-range threats, while the Stinger missiles can shoot down aircraft or drones at longer distances. This dual-layer capability makes the Machbet more flexible and unpredictable. Adversaries cannot assume its range limits because it can attack threats at different distances depending on the tactical situation. The inclusion of missiles also shows that Israel wanted to create a single vehicle capable of handling multiple types of airborne threats. One of the reasons militaries are paying attention is the Machbet's mobility. Unlike stationary air defense batteries, the Machbet moves with frontline forces. It can protect armored units, infantry formations, and strategic convoys in real time. Israel wanted a system that could operate alongside tanks such as the Merkava and armored personnel carriers. This mobility gives soldiers a sense of constant overwatch, knowing they have a dedicated platform ready to shoot down enemy aircraft or drones. Modern warfare relies heavily on combined arms operations, and mobile air defense becomes a key component of survival. Another reason this weapon is receiving renewed attention is its surprising accuracy. With modern stabilization systems, laser range finders, thermal sights, and improved tracking, the Machbet can lock onto and destroy very small targets at high speeds. In the past, rapid-fire guns suffered from accuracy loss when firing while moving or in challenging environments. Israeli engineers addressed these issues with new sensors and guidance tools. The result is a vehicle that can fire more effectively in more conditions than earlier versions of similar systems. The global shock also comes from its cost effectiveness. Today's militaries are struggling with the extremely high costs of air defense interceptors. Shooting down a cheap $500 drone with a $100 missile is not a sustainable strategy. Israel realized this early and understood that a layered system must include cheaper interception options. The Machbet's gun fills that role perfectly. Its ammunition is inexpensive and can be carried in large quantities. This allows long engagements without worrying about running out of resources. The world is paying attention because cost-effective air defense is becoming essential in modern battlefields. What many people don't know is that Israel originally retired the Machbet from active service, but recent conflicts and evolving threats have brought it back into the spotlight. This resurrection of an older platform surprises military analysts because it challenges the idea that only new technology can solve new problems. Israel's approach shows that modernization can be achieved by upgrading existing platforms instead of developing completely new systems from scratch. This saves time, money, and training resources while still enhancing battlefield capability. The Machbet is also gaining attention because of how well it complements Israel's other air defense systems. While Iron Dome handles rockets and larger aerial threats, the Machbet handles lower and close-range dangers. This creates a layered defense that reduces the strain on missile interceptors. It acts as a final protective shield for ground forces, stopping threats that might slip through earlier detection layers. This teamwork between systems reflects Israel's larger philosophy of multi-layered air defense. Another factor in the system's revival is the rise of drone swarms. These swarms can overwhelm traditional missile defenses by attacking from multiple angles simultaneously. Guns like the one on the Machbet are ideal for countering swarms because they fire continuously and can track multiple targets rapidly. Some military experts believe that gun-based air defenses will become more important over time as drone swarms become more common. This idea has sparked new interest in retrofitting older anti-aircraft vehicles with modern electronics, similar to what Israel has done. The Machbet also brings psychological impact. Troops who operate alongside the system feel safer knowing that low-flying threats can be handled without delay. Meanwhile, adversaries must rethink their strategies because they cannot rely on drones for reconnaissance or attack when such rapid-fire systems are present. This psychological shift influences how battles are planned and executed. Another key reason the world is paying attention is real-world effectiveness. Israeli air defense units have used the Machbet in practical conditions, proving its reliability. Many countries rely on untested systems or prototypes, but Israel has decades of battlefield experience. When they endorse a system, other nations listen. The return of the Machbet indicates that its performance still meets modern requirements, which is not something many older platforms can claim. The Machbet's design also fits the modern trend of modularity. Israel can update its sensors, ammunition types, targeting systems, and communication modules without redesigning the entire vehicle. This modular approach allows the vehicle to stay relevant even as new threats emerge. The world is shifting toward modular military hardware because it provides long-term flexibility without excessive costs. The Machbet is a real example of how modular upgrades extend the life and usefulness of a combat system. Some experts argue that combining guns and missiles in one mobile platform represents a balanced future for air defense. Relying only on missiles is too expensive, and relying only on guns limits its range and engagement envelope. The Machbet's mixed armament provides a blend of both strategies. This dual capability design is now being copied by other nations as they rethink how to protect forces from drones, helicopters, and low-altitude aircraft. Many people are also surprised at how the Machbet fits into urban warfare, something Israel has significant experience in. Urban environments create unique challenges for air defense because threats appear suddenly and from unpredictable directions. The Machbet's ability to rapidly rotate its turret and elevate its gun makes it effective in these environments. Its sensors can detect threats even when buildings and terrain cause obstacles. This makes it valuable for both defensive and offensive operations in cities. Another shocking aspect is how quickly the Machbet can switch between targets. With modern fire control computers, the operator can engage one drone, switch instantly, and shoot down another within seconds. This rapid cycling is essential when dealing with multiple incoming threats. Many nations struggle with the problem of slow target swapping in their older air defense systems. The Machbet's upgrades solve this issue in a simple yet highly effective way. Analysts also highlight the system's survivability. Being based on an armored chassis, the Machbet can withstand small arms fire, shrapnel, and battlefield hazards that would destroy softer, more delicate air defense systems. Survivability is often overlooked, but a system that can stay in the fight longer provides greater strategic value. One factor that continues to surprise international observers is Israel's emphasis on battlefield lessons. The Machbet was not resurrected based on theory, but on real experience. The Israeli Defense Forces have faced drone threats, helicopter attacks, and urban combat in recent years. They know what works and what doesn't. The decision to give the Machbet renewed attention reflects real operational feedback, making it more credible in the eyes of other militaries. The system's communication integration also plays a major role. Modern Machbet units can be linked into Israel's broader air defense network, allowing them to receive early warnings, threat data, and target information from radar systems and command centers. This networked approach transforms the Machbet from a standalone gun vehicle into a coordinated part of a larger defensive ecosystem. The Machbet also reminds the world that combat innovation doesn't always mean futuristic technology. Sometimes innovation comes from combining proven systems with modern electronics. This balance is where Israel excels. The Machbet proves that even older weapon platforms can be made incredibly effective when paired with modern targeting, stabilization, and sensor packages. As the world watches conflicts unfold in various regions, militaries are recognizing the importance of adaptable air defense. The Machbet stands out as a weapon that adapts to changing threats without needing complete reinvention. This capability shocks many because it challenges traditional military procurement models that favor entirely new systems over upgrades. The overall impact of the Machbet is a renewed appreciation for gun-based air defense systems. It highlights that not every threat needs a missile, not every engagement needs high technology, and not every solution requires billions of dollars. The Machbet strikes a balance between firepower, mobility, cost, and efficiency, making it one of the most underrated yet increasingly important systems in the world. As nations continue to search for practical answers to cheap drones, fast maneuvering aircraft, and unpredictable battlefield environments, the Machbet stands as a reminder that sometimes the most shocking solutions are the ones hiding in plain sight. Its return to relevance demonstrates that modern warfare rewards systems that can adapt quickly, respond instantly, and operate affordably. The Machbet's surprising comeback shows how militaries must rethink air defense. It also proves that Israel's ability to modernize older platforms remains unmatched. As more countries consider gun-based defense upgrades, the Machbet will continue to influence global strategies. It is not just a weapon, but a blueprint for efficient modernization.